Hey, what's up, Errol? How's your Sunday going? Oh, you're sick? I'm sorry to hear that. A stick. Like catching the stick on the second cast. Hope you feel better soon. Sorry to hear you're sick. I should have worn my sunglasses out here. It's cloudy though. Hey, what's up, Jackson? Thanks for coming in. 4 days. Hope you feel better real soon. I didn't see you yesterday, Jackson, but had the wacky rig on. Caught a nice fat spawner bass yesterday, or spawning bass. That's what we're gonna be focusing on today is the bass on the bed. I don't think we'll be able to see them, but it looks to be like they're on the bed. At least some of them are anyway. I'm not waiting for my kids. Okay. Can you? Oh, no, I'm not gonna do that, buddy. Matter of fact, I'm probably gonna shave it off next week. So. Got this beard for too long. What's up, the game player? Thanks for coming in. What the world is this? This ain't a fish. I think I'm on a tree branch. Do a wacky rig. Oh my gosh, what the heck is underneath this water? I guess it's a stinking tree. It's weird. Gosh darn it. What's up, Ivan? Hey, thanks for coming in. All the way from India. Wish you a successful fishing trip. Thank you. I appreciate that. Vladimir. Thanks for saying that. I'm trying to catch some spawning largemouth bass. So we'll see how that plays out. Should be pretty lucrative, pretty successful. I am from the United States. didn't get snagged at all yesterday. Oh, there it goes. I was gonna say, shouldn't be getting snagged. Let's try it in front of this log. Hey, what's up, Fisherman 2.0? Welcome back in. Kill switch in, I guess. Let's go. We're just gonna fish this small area right here. They're gonna go up and fish the other side of the water, the other side of the lake. It's like it's windy right here, then calm up there farther, and then who knows. You can fish all through here later on. I just want to go to the opposite side of the water. A couple more casts in there. That's like a fish. Remember, I feel a bite today. I'll have to if I miss it, I have to throw it back in there. There's a good chance it might be on the bed and just pecking at it. I keep feeling like my line's moving. Guess I'm seeing stuff. Grab this out and we'll head up the water. Well, I'll probably toss around this area for the first few seconds, few minutes. Have you caught any fish yet? I have not. I only started about 10 minutes ago, so not quite enough time to catch anything, but I definitely could have by now. Sometimes you catch one right off the bat, and that's, some people will consider that bad luck. A lot of people don't want to catch a fish on the first cast. That's bad luck. So a lot of people throw it out there and bring it right back in real fast, so they don't catch nothing on the first cast of the day. I'm not that superstitious though. Alright, let's go ahead and go up the water here. warm out here. It's only like 60 degrees, but I thought it'd be cooler like yesterday. Not so much. Get up around this down tree here. The sun might come out, who knows? I didn't bring my sun. Well, I do have a pair of sunglasses, I guess, in my box, tackle box. We're just trying to get up the lake here so we can start fishing. We go moderately fast. I've got 10 pound braid to a 12-pound liter of fluorocarbon. What's up, blue tongue lizard? Thanks for coming in. Just let this guy fish for a minute before he goes in the pipe. I don't want to get in his way. I guess we'll just fish over here for a minute while he finishes up over there. I don't want to get in his way. I'm curious how you look. Hey, what's up? How's the day going? Jeez, Hey, what's up, Fishing Info? Hey, Colin, is coming in. I don't know what you're saying. I just started. Okay. Hey, what's up, Mary? Just coming in. I was asking about a lake. There you go. He fished through it here with the spinner bait. I'm gonna fish through here with a wacky rig. Just because somebody else fished through an area doesn't mean there's no fish there. I've been on the end of both of that. That kind of deal. Leave it to me to catch a little bitty tree branch. Always gotta make sure your rod's not in the way. Try to get through here quick. Oh, somebody, it's really windy over here, dang. Super duper windy over here, boys. Dang. Well, I definitely want to fish over here though, so I was catching them out yesterday. Not that I'll catch them over here today, but the water's deep enough right here to get the motor through. Fish on. Fish on. Numero uno. Let's get some kind of... There's the first one of the day. Let's go. And I kept my worm. It's always good when you get to keep your Senko worm. A lot of times they come flying off. I am from the United States. Can I get there, brother? I have no idea what you're talking about, man. Wow. How's your day going, Colin? You having a good day, buddy? Must be a stick. Is there a trash bag? A plastic bag, I'll take this out. Throw that away later. Thanks, Cinco. Good luck. Yes, sir. Thanks, Matthew. Let's just see everything's in there, even though I already went through this pipe. Okay. I'm in the United States. The US of A. Going down there. Yes. Yeah, this is an Old Town Sportsman in 106. An Old Town Sportsman. I guess we'll start fishing right there and float down and come back around. Fish there again. Then we may go all the way up in there and float all the way down that bank. Or hook around. It's been windy out here today. Get those guys fishing. Cool. I want to get one really bad. I want a pedal drive. Okay. Yeah, they got a pedal drive too. They got 4 models. They got a basic model that you paddle, and they got one with a pedal drive. Use your feet to pedal it. And then they got my model with the motor goes right here. Then they got an autopilot motor too for it. So they do have a pedal drive one. So, which is a bit cheaper than mine. So yeah, just look up Old Town Sportsman, PDL. That stands for pedal. So I think they come in a 10.5 like mine, and a 12-foot size. Maybe a 13.5, but definitely 10.5 and a 12-foot, I believe. Yeah, just look up PDL, Old Town Sportsman PDL, and that'll come up as the pedal drive one. Come on off there, buddy. There we go. Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for the question. I wonder how many spawners we'll catch today. I caught 1 or 2 yesterday. Definitely 1 yesterday. That one was on the bed for sure. Big old fat belly on it. How big do the batteries, or how long do, so it doesn't come with the battery. You got to buy a battery separately. I have a Dakota lithium battery, and it lasts a long time. It takes a long time for me to run out of battery life. But I don't ever push it too fast. I always just kind of use whatever I need to fight the wind, and it lasts me for weeks. Many fishing trips. And I fish like 4 hours every day, so it's a good battery. And lithium batteries exert a lot more power, it seems like, and they last longer, and they're a lot lighter than a lead acid battery. So that's something to take into consideration. But this is why I consider it a pedal drive one, because you don't need a battery, you know, to propel yourself. You don't have to register it, but it is nice to be able to fight the wind with a motor. It comes with the battery box though, and you just stick your battery in the box, you know, and connect the lid to the battery, and everything is pre-wired. So all you gotta do is plug in the motor and then plug in the battery under the seat. And there's always an option, you know, you don't want to use the motor if you're on a small body of water that's not windy or anything or whatever it may be, you just want to paddle. You can take the motor out and the battery out, and you can there's a piece in the back that you can insert in the hole to cover it up, and you can just paddle if you want to as well. Makes it a little bit lighter. All we're doing today, we're just throwing this wacky rig Senko around the shallows right next to the bank, just trying to, I guess I hadn't touched the water, you know, for a while. Looking excited of the snag. Before yesterday, because the water's warmed up immensely, I feel like, since last time I felt it. So I think the bass are definitely on the bed from, based on the fish I saw yesterday, the belly on it, how warm the water is, and the full moon that came about 2 weeks ago. So I think the spawn is on, at least at this lake anyway. The bigger lakes may not be quite there yet. Not sure what the water temperature. They need to buy a little water thermometer like you have at you put in your pools, put in a pool, so you hang it off the side of my kayak and tell what the water temperature is. But a couple weeks on the battery life is nice. I think a pedal drive would be better for me. I can get some. Yep. Yeah, I thought about that too, getting a little exercise in. And I think they reworked it too to where it's a little bit easier to pedal now. I think they reworked the pedal drive on this kayak where it's a little bit easier to pedal, like I said. But I think you can get it up, you know, to ride at, or maybe even a touch faster than the motor, you know, runs. But also with the pedal drive, you can keep your hands free. You can just use your feet to pedal around as you're casting. Now, on the motorized ones like mine, there's foot pegs right here. I put my feet on, and it moves my rudder in the back when I got the motor going. But I think on the pedal drive, there's a lever right here on the side of the kayak. You have to move left and right to get the rudder to move. So, but you can definitely find some nice ones. If you have Facebook Marketplace, you can go in there and search around, and sometimes people have nice used pedal drive, Old Town Sportsman's on there that you can pick up. So, I mean, the only thing you're really sacrificing is the warranty, I guess, on the pedal drive, but otherwise it's probably worth just picking it up used. Hey Jesus, thanks for coming in. I didn't get to fish down all this bank yesterday. My last Senko fell off yesterday, and the time ran out on me. Get a little bit closer. There might be something on the motor. Okay. Yep, I'm fishing for bass, Parker. Thanks for coming in. I've caught one bass so far. One bass. Only brought one rod with me today. Usually I bring two. Usually my bait caster and my spinning reel, but because I'm always, you know, sure what's gonna catch them and what mood I'll be in. If I want to work slow, if I want to, you know, cast and wind all day. But after catching that bass, the big old fat bass, well, he wasn't like big, but he was a fatty. Caught a smaller bass with a big old belly on it. It looks like it swallowed a baseball. You know, so I'm pretty sure, you know, there's some bass on the bed, so I'm just gonna work around the bank with the Senko, trying to catch some more spawners. I'm just throwing, like I said, a wacky rig Senko worm. I was throwing a green pumpkin color yesterday, but today I got on this color. I think this is Bama bug or something. It's like an emerald green, but like with the red, you know, hue to it or tinge or whatever. So just got it wacky rigged. Haven't used these Senkos in, man, a super duper long time. I found them in my box today, so. But and I put them to good use today. Oh, nice fish. Let's go. Fish on. Oh yeah, let's go. This is a dandy. Yeah, come on up here, girl. She's not super duper big, but she pulled hard. Come here, girl. Are you a spawner? Nope, I don't think so. I don't think she's on the bed. I mean, the one yesterday was crazy fat. This one's a nice bass, but let's go. Number 2. Hey, you remember yesterday you were talking about that cinnamon color Senko? I think I found one in my box today. Is this what you were talking about? That cinnamon color? It's kind of more of a red than a brown, but it made me think of the color you were talking about, cinnamon, yesterday. It may have been brown at one time. I think it might have bled. Let's go. Wacky always works. It is a good technique. I was watching from the wrong channel. This is my fishing channel. I just subscribed. Oh, thanks, Scale and Bones. I appreciate that. I'm back again. Nice fish. Thanks, Caleb. Thanks for coming back in. Just in time. Yes, sir. And look at that. I got to keep, man, it's crazy how sometimes your Senko worm will just come flying off on the first bass of the day. On the first bass, you catch on a fresh Senko and you lose it. Sometimes the Senko doesn't want to come off, no matter how hard you try to get it off the hook. You can get a few bass on one Senko, that's pretty good. So we're just gonna work this all around these rocks. Hey, what's up, Eric? Thanks for coming in. Snag. Oh, yeah, the cinnamon is a more light brown color. Fair enough. Just like a lot of bait companies, like Zoom and stuff, man, they got so many colors. Which I guess could be nice. It's also kind of overwhelming. I remember I was just starting out. I must have bought like 50 different colors of Zoom lizards one spring. I thought Zoom lizards were the best thing since sliced bread. I was back in high school. This is a good time of year to throw a lizard, though. I don't throw too many lizards, though. Salamanders, whatever. I'll just stick it in with my green pumpkin. Maybe it'll bleed on there and get. I had like 3 different color Senkos mixed together in a bag I'd forgotten about, so they probably bled on each other. I had no bass, then 20 bags of cinnamon Senkos in the boat at all times. Oh, nice. I tend to do that sometimes too. I tend to like latch on a bait or a color and just buy a bunch of them. Same. I bought so many Senkos years ago, I haven't had to buy any, you know, for a while. Thank you. Appreciate that. It's really nice of you to say. I hope you're having a good night. What is bait? Just a 5-inch Senko. I couldn't tell you what the color is. I think it might be like a Bama bug or something. This is like an emerald green with, you know, some red to it. So just a 5-inch Senko, wacky rigged. Well, that was skipped that beautifully. Sorry guys, missed that. Skipped that right back in there. Boop, boop, boop. It's one bait that hasn't seemed to ever not catch fish. Oh, I know. Catch a huge fish. Oh, definitely catch a big fish. I'd rather catch a fish than do anything else. Catching fish takes precedence over just about everything else in my life. Hence the channel name, I guess. I got one rod today, Evo. So I don't have to worry about going underneath all these trees. Oh, that was pollen. I think it came off this tree. I've caught 2 bass so far. 2 bass. So, I'm not sure how many we'll catch today. Probably, I'll be able to catch like 4 or 6 bass today. I'll make sure I have a walleye tonight. Okay. You gonna night fish, you said? 2. Thanks, Caleb. I can't catch more than 10 though, because then I gotta take my boots off so I can count. I only got 10 fingers. If I catch more than 10, I'll have to take my boots off. Oops. Oh, that's true. That's true. Are you gonna use live bait, or you're gonna try lure fish at night? I throw stick baits. Okay. Let's get them there. And flicker shads. Isn't flicker shads made by Berkeley? Old Berkelurk. Oops. Got some scent on my thumb. 20 likes. No, it's 18. Oh, almost at 20, fair enough. Yep. I think my record likes on a live is like 103 or something. So I don't know if and when I'll ever surpass that, but maybe one day. Don't remember snagging up this much yesterday with this wacky rig. Must be a snagalicious day. Where's that wacky rig at? Gotta keep an eye on the trees. Ooh, fish on, right off the bed probably. I was right into the rocks. Oh, you're dark, aren't you, fish? I think this fish has got a tan line. Come here. You must have been hanging out in the sun for a while, huh? Ooh, that was close. I mean, a quarter, not a half, a quarter second later, this thing would have been down his throat, right in his gullet. This one's got a little bit of a tan. I mean, it might be a buck bass. I mean, I threw right up in these rocks. All right, let's go. Go back there and guard your fry if there's any, or your eggs. Might be what it's doing, I don't know. Hopefully I didn't miss all the females sitting up on the bed. Should probably re-rig this a little bit farther down. Number 3, let's go. Nice, thank you. Use lure. What? I don't know what you're saying. Use lure or spinner. Can't make everybody happy in this. Somebody wants you to throw a spinner bait, somebody wants you to throw a wacky rig. I'm just gonna throw whatever I think I should throw. Whatever I know is gonna work. Time of year, the lake. If I'm not catching any fish, I'll take all the suggestions in the world. But like, I don't carry a lot of baits with me. Just enough to work. A chatterbait, let's go. Left my chatterbait in the truck. This is a wacky rig day. I'm going to stick to it. I said hi. Oh, white spinner. Okay. Well, actually, I think I have a spinner in my motor compartment. I found the other day on the lake. It's got 4 blades on it. Gotta get this snag off real quick. Yeah, should just pop right off. This is a good little spot right here. I don't want to ruin it. Try to get up in here a little bit better. I don't want to blow this spot. Sometimes it's hard to keep everything in the kayak and getting in the way. Oh, there we go. Okay, we got her. Now we're stuck back here. Not really, but well, I think I got a bit right there. Hang on. This is my motor, if you guys are wondering. This is the compartment it has on it, which is nice. Nope, I don't think that was a fish, that was just a snag. Just a rope of branch in the water. Try to get through here. Too much difficulty. This looks like a fishy spot, but I don't know if I'll get one back here. Hey, what's up? Diff coming in. What's in that compartment? Just a lot of odd and end things. I've got some extra lures in there. I'm not sure what's. Yeah, I got a pair of pliers in there. Just some random stuff. If you want, I can show you when I get back out to the main water. If you want to see what's in there, I can pull it all out and show you. But as soon as I get up past this log here, I'll put the motor back in the water. I'm definitely subbing. All right, thanks, Parker. I appreciate the sub. If I can get out of this tree here, it'd be great. Oh man, it stinks. Looks like carp or catfish over here. Man, I can't wait until I get back on the water and sink a hook. Well, hope you get back out there, Judy, as soon as possible. 25 like complete. Outstanding. Hey, Parker, you want to see what's in the compartment? There ain't much in it. I think I just keep all the lures I find on like a random tree or something. I toss in there, and I got a pair of pliers in there. I'm not quite sure what else is in there, but anything that can get wet, I guess, I keep it in there. But in case stuff I need on hand. All right, let me show you real quick. There ain't much. Hey, what's up, Greg? How was the pond? Hope your Sunday's going well. Any luck yet? Yeah, I've caught 3 bass. Okay, there you go, Parker. Attaboy. All right. So this is the compartment here. Like I said, mostly it's just a bunch of lures I find on a tree and people have lost. I found this guy yesterday. Just a little medium diving crankbait. I found 3 the other day on a lake. I found this Fire Tiger Double Colorado Strike King spinnerbait. I think it's a Zako on the back there for a trailer. Yamamoto Zako. I found this butte. It's 4 blades, Booyah spinnerbait. 4 blades. I found this ribbon-tailed worm hanging on a tree. I got a notepad in there for ideas. Got my pliers. Crappie jig I found on a tree. Some bracelets my niece made me that are broken, so I keep them in there. Another crappie jig. Extra Y-gap hook. Like all this stuff I found on a tree that people have lost. All right, Rose. Oh man, that melted together. Why did that melt together, I wonder? Okay, all that melted together. I don't know why. Huh. Okay. Well, that's trash now. Okay. Some of this must be an elastic material or something. Why did that melt? Crap. Alright, well, I gotta throw that stuff away later. That's all trash. put that with the plastic bag I pulled out of the water. This thing still looks pretty good though. Keep that. Okay, I got a tape measure in there. But somebody asked me yesterday how wide my kayak is. I think it's 32 inches. Yep, almost 33 inches across. That's why it's so stable. But I keep that in just in case I catch a big fish. I want to get the length and girth on it and try to make a replica. Or I don't have a scale with me. If you get the bass's length and girth, there's a formula. It's length times girth squared divided by 1200, or girth times length squared divided by 1200. You get pretty close. And then I have a band. Is this a Band-Aid? What is this? Oh yeah, I got a dinosaur Band-Aid in there. I got my air horn in case somebody wants to drive close to me like a boat or something. I can blow an air horn to get their attention so they don't hit me. But we'll get all this stuff back in here. Oh, here's a jig I had in there too. I found on a tree. A lot of stuff I just find on a tree, so I pick it up and throw it in here. It's got a whole little tackle shop in there. Spinnerbaits hit different. Thanks for showing. Oh, you're welcome. This is an Old Town, and this is an Old Town Sportsman 106 powered by Minn Kota. So that just means that's 10.5 foot long, and it came with a motor built for it. It's made by Minn Kota. Let's try to get back over here. I'm not sure how far down I floated. I'll come back over here and try. I think I was way over here. Anyway. What are you talking about? Oh. I'd rather not swim today. Maybe next time. I was up in the tree a minute ago. Well, I think there's this tree over here. Alright, we'll just go back over here and fish. Start fishing again. Looks cold there. Oh, it's really not that cold at all. I just don't like being chilly. It's like 60 degrees, but it's cloudy and a little windy, so the wind's kind of chilly. So when it picks up, I just want to stay warm. I can always take off my flannel if it gets too warm out here. It was nice and it was warm yesterday, and then I feel like the temperature dropped when the sun went away. So I try to dress for how it's going to feel like at the end of the day. I'm sure that temperature is going to drop a little bit more before we get off here today. So but tomorrow, oh nice. Oh, I know, yeah. I was gonna say tomorrow I'm gonna be probably in shorts. It's gonna be 85 and sunny tomorrow. It's gonna be nice, yes sir. Oh, I show all my fish. If I catch a fish, you're gonna see it. I show off all my bass on here. If I catch one, like I said, you'll see it. Unless it jumps off before I grab hold of it, but. You have a knife? Yep. Yeah, it's a knife right here. Yep. I have that on there just in case I need to cut myself free of something, you know, like I heard a story of some guy falling in the water and getting tangled up in fishing line underneath the water, so he had to get his knife out and cut himself free. But I think that's pretty low odds of that happening, but I'd rather be prepared. I got a knife on here. These are my snips to cut my fishing line. And then in my compartment, I've got a signaling device, an orange whistle in there, in case I gotta blow my whistle to get somebody's attention one way or another, or for one reason or another. Guess it might help if I put my kill switch in to motor around. Closer to the bank, I guess. Actually, I may have gone back down too far. I think I was up there. Yeah, I think I went back too far. Let me go ahead and motor back up where I was at. I think I was in there and I came out, so I thought I floated away. Talking about my stuff in my compartment. So let's go ahead and go back up there, I guess. Not that we couldn't catch anything over here, but yeah, I think I snagged up in there and came out, so we'll go up around the bend here. Answer your question while we're floating. If you don't mind me asking what state? Oh, I'm in Illinois. I have a task for you. I will make one night for you for free and send it to you. Sure, but I'm not gonna give out my address, so I don't know how you're gonna get it to me. And I don't have a P.O. box or nothing, so I appreciate the offer, though. I will not pass out my address to anybody. But one day I'll probably get a P.O. box, and you guys can send stuff there if you feel so inclined. What kind of knives do you make? What's up, Billy? Yeah, I've caught 3 bass so far. 3 bass. How's your day going, Billy? Hunting, bushcraft, so on. Okay, that's cool. Knives are pretty cool. You ever make any tomahawks or anything? Pretty good, good. Good, really, really good. Add 2 this afternoon. 2 fish? Yeah. Were they bass? Or what were you catching? Largemouth, awesome. Well, I'm glad you caught something. Have you tried out that new swim bait yet? The Berkeley Coal Shed? Well, I gotta go. All right, Parker. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks for coming in. Hope I see you in here tomorrow or sometime soon. I appreciate you dropping by, for dropping in. Later. Fish on. I was trying to let it drop a little bit longer and caught one. All right, this one's a little bit darker too, like it was sitting up there for a while. All right, buddy, see you later. Nice, thank you. Pipes, bushcraft tools. Yeah, it would have to probably go to a P.O. box. So, nice, boom. It's great action, but I only fished with it for about 10 minutes total. Well, just keep working it. I might, or keep using it. You'll end up catching probably a real nice bass on it eventually, but it works throughout most of the year. I'm not sure what stage the bass are at, whatever part of the country you're in, but I mean, it shines well in pre-spawn, that's for sure. But I mean, during the spawn and post-spawn, it might not be, you know, all that advised to use, but it's a good swim bait. I mean, you can throw it out there, you can just slow roll it back, you can pop the rod, kind of let it dart side to side, almost like a glide bait. But, like I said, I've caught big bass on that swim bait, and I've caught small bass on that swim bait. It does just about everything. That last bass, I was gonna move my sinking worm out of there, but then I let it fall for an extra second and then clobbered it. There's just so many trees around here in the water. But if you're not getting snagged, you're not trying. You're not throwing the right places. You're not getting snagged every once in a while. I'm back. All right, good. It's coming back. All right. Try to figure out where I want to fish at tomorrow. Because there's a nearby lake. It's pretty big, but it never really produces. But like I said, maybe everybody thinks it's a bad lake, and maybe it's gotten better over the years. Haven't been out there in a while. I'm sure some probably moved off the beds. But I'm sure there's a lot of males guarding the beds. I think some of the bigger females that that were on the bed probably have gone off and are sitting off a little ways, but I think there's a lot of males guarding the beds. Like I said, I felt the water yesterday and it felt a lot warmer than I was expecting it to feel. So, like I said, I think I caught one yesterday off a bed. Back up around the bend here we'll go after I get down this bank. We're gonna pop back there. Hopefully find the way back on the bed, but I guess we'll find out. I'll go back in there later on today and fish back over there. That was a good skip. Hey. Maybe a little bit better at skipping. Just a little bit. I'll check your message here in a second, Billy. Squirrel? Look at that big old fat squirrel. That's a chunky squirrel up in there. In that tree. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, kayak fishing is, once you do it, you can't stop. You have pikes there? No pikes, but we do have, well, there's pike in America, not around here though, but we do have some muskie. Fish on, not yet, but we already caught 4. All right, Billy. Are there good bass in that pond, Billy? I mean, but yeah, kayaks, like, especially my old kayak. I think it's over there fishing on the dock, but where did it come from? You can get, I mean, you got a real light, small kayak, you can get that thing pretty much anywhere you want to. Should have fished down there first, I guess. There's a guy down there fishing off the off that abandoned dock. Yo! How's your day going? I think the wind's dying down now for some reason. Oh yeah, there's tens all over. Oh man. And it is a good one. I'm on my way, Billy. Save me a couple 10-pounders. I'm on my way. Yes, sir. I guess one of these days I'll catch a double digit. Wrapped around my prop or something. Don't get snagged. lost my worm. Still got my hook though, so. Let's see. Make sure my line's still decent. Supposed to be. Not looking combo you're using. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Yeah, this is just a little Walmart rod, and this is a Daiwa Exceller. So they're like $100, but they look nice and they're real smooth. So a Daiwa Exceller and just a Walmart brand spinning rod. I probably should buy a better rod, but it's fine for now. Hey, what's up, Darren? How's your day going? Yeah, it's pretty much expected to lose these Senko worms. But it lasted longer than I was expecting, so. Huh. There we go. That's what I wanted. A little scent on there. Good, bud. Thank you. You're welcome. You have to lose some to get some. Yes, sir. I sure hope so. There might be a 10-pounder in here somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised. But I'd be more likely to catch a 5-pounder out of here. What? My, not sure what you're asking. Yeah, I'm pretty close to Missouri, not too far. Oh, this is a lure scent. It's just like a chapstick scent that I put on my bait, make it smell like a bait fish. Hey, hi guys, what's up, Egg? Thanks for coming in. I really need to get a brush, a weed guard, wacky hook, I guess. Man, I could have sworn I didn't get snagged up at all yesterday. Aren't you from Missouri though? I guess you could say that. I was born in Missouri, so. I thought that was what you said a while back. I mean, I go into Missouri a lot to fish. I know a lot of people from Missouri, but I mean, you could say that, I guess. That's a nice turtle. Nope, I'm catching bass. There's always that chance I'll hook into a crappie, but I'm targeting bass. So that's what we've been catching, bass. About 4 of them so far. I guess they're trying here. Probably get snagged, but we'll throw it in there. Yeah, it is. Yep, it's a Dio XLer, just a 1,000 size. If I were to buy another one, I'd buy a 2,000 size. That'd probably be the right size for bass fishing. 2,000, 2,500 size. I got another reel, a Dio Legolas or something. That's a pretty nice reel too. That's a 2,500 size. Do you ever do like a reel video on channel, or do you? A reel video. I used to do short videos. I just bought an action camera not too long ago, so I have to order a mount to like a pole to put it on the back of my kayak, and probably by the summer I'll start making long form videos and probably, you know, cut down on live streams. So stay tuned for that. So I just gotta get a couple more things. I gotta buy a mic still. So I gotta buy a mic, and then I gotta buy the mount, or the boom stick or whatever, for the back of my kayak to mount the camera on, so I can record the footage. But once I get all that stuff together, you know, I probably need to get a laptop or something too. Once I get the funds together, I'll get a laptop, and that way I can cut down the videos and edit it and do all that stuff I need to do to make the video. So live streams are just easier right now to do a live stream. So there, stick or a log, whatever you are. Have you heard of I have the Dio, okay, I think I've heard of that one, but haven't seen it. I've got 4 bass. Alright, talking about I'm not sure you're asking count wise, or if you're asking, oh, fish on. Fish on. Hopefully he didn't swallow it. Nah, he's got it right on the lip. Right on the lip. There we go, number 5. All right. I'm just at a small lake. If you're asking where I'm fishing at, I'm just at a small local lake. You're pretty nice, and I would think you could make some amazing videos. I'm pretty nice. You know, my personality is pretty nice. Like, I'm a nice dude. I try to be. I try to be kind and understanding, positive. There's enough bad in the world, I don't want to add to it. Has your kayak ever capsized? Luckily, it has not. But I do need to practice getting back into it this summer, just in case I do ever fall out of it or it turns over on me. I can get it back over. So when it gets hot outside, I'll go to the lake and I'll practice. I'll take all the stuff out and I'll flip it over on purpose, and then I'll try to get myself back into it. That way I'll be able to do it actually, if and when it does happen. I've caught 5 bass, 5 largemouth bass. So ooh, I'm gonna give a sub. Thank you. I like this channel. Knew it. All right, man. Thanks. Appreciate the sub. Oh yeah, I've got like 6 buzz baits in my bag. Not with me, but yeah. I mean, the summertime, I do like throwing a buzz bait first thing in the morning, And the last thing in the evening, either a buzzbait or I like throwing like a topwater frog. And not the one with like the skirt legs. I like throwing like the Z-Man goats or the toads. It's like a plastic frog. You get 3 in a pack, but they float. So you can go out there and they're real durable. So yeah, I got all kinds of topwater baits. You know, poppers and a stick baits where you walk the dog. I even got that Z-Man bait called a Hellraiser. It has like a blade on it, and it kind of shimmies across the top of the water. That's pretty cool. Largemouth bass, are they them fish with their? Well, yeah, when they get bigger, they got big mouths. I think a lot of people catch young, small, largemouth bass, and they call them smallmouth, but they're just a small largemouth, so they have, you know, they have smaller mouths until they get bigger. Yeah, I mean, there's some bass, when they get really big, they call them bucket mouths because they got big old, their mouths get so big you can fit your whole fist into it. That's how big their mouths get sometimes. You wacky today? Yep, I went wacky yesterday, I'm going wacky today. So, I caught one off the bed yesterday, so I'm just working the wacky rig around the shallows, see if I can't pull a couple more off the bed. There we're going fishing. Well, you should try going sometime. Look up, you know, just get yourself a nice little rod and reel set up. Learn the Palomar knot. I mean, I can probably do a couple videos on that. So. Like the booyahs, they have an extra little piece on it, makes it. Oh yeah, that little triangle shaped metal piece that kind of clacks. Oh yeah. At one time I had a buzzbait with 2 blades on it, and it had and the hook had a cable on it, so it kind of was bendy, so that if fish tried to throw the hook out, the hook would bend with the fish and it wouldn't come out as easily. But I'm in the UK, and you know the weather isn't. Oh, yeah. I also live near any water. I'm sorry to hear that. Is it pretty far up of a distance to get to a place with water? Some places are like that, unfortunately. But bite? Was not. Yeah, I feel like there's just gonna be a fish in here somewhere. Earlier this water was a little bit more clear, and the sun was out. I can maybe see some sort of a bed, some indication. Well, Steve's saying there's a cheddar buzz before there was a cheddar bait. Okay. A little windier down here, I guess. Might be some bass up in these concrete slabs up here, hanging in the water. That'd be my guess anyway. A bass or a sunfish, but that was definitely a fish. Those sunfish like to hang around these rocks. They should have been called rock bass, but that's a whole different species. We'll catch some of those this summer down there down in the rivers. That's gonna be cool. Catch an Ozark bass, a little Ozark rock bass. Almost to the end of this bank. We'll go back down that cove we were at yesterday. We caught that bass off the bed. I'm surprised you can get one off this bed. Or I mean off this bank. I mean you still could, I guess. Still a couple more feet of bank right here. But oh, you know what? Did my battery thing come on? Oh yeah. I gotta put my battery back on before I forget. Sometimes it tells my battery's getting low and I keep fishing, I forget to plug it in. In my area, spinner are very effective for perch. We don't have bass, but it's similar fish. I'm not sure that you have spin mad jig. Is that like a spinner bait? Does it have blades on it? It might be an equivalent to a spinner bait here in America. I think I know what kind of perch you're talking about. Like a sun perch? No, I don't know. There's too much line. Oh, there's a fish right there in that crevice. Fish. You're back? Outstanding. European perch, okay. I'll have to check that fish out when I get off my live today. I'll do a little search and check out what it looks like. Nice to have you back, Parker. Thanks for coming back in. Is your first name Peter? Nah, just kidding. You ever been bitten by a spider? How many? Oh, I think I'm up to, I think I have 5. I don't know. I think I caught one right as you left, so I think I'm at 5 or 6. Hey, what's up, Hunter's Outdoor Life? Thanks for coming in, Hunter. I really appreciate it. Nice. Yes, sir. Hoping to catch some more. We're almost to the end of this bank, and then we're gonna head back up and go back in that little cove over there. I guess you'd call it a cove. Kind of more like a canal. We're gonna go back in there, see if we can't drum up a few. There's a nice big rocky bank over there. It seems to hold some fish every time I go back there. That was a beautiful cast. I won't catch nothing, but that was a great cast. Can't get this right next to this dock. Closer than that. Too close, too close. Oh no. Looks like getting your worm stuck in the corner of the dock. We'll get that in a second. Would you fish all day even if you didn't get any bites? Oh yeah. Yep. I just like being out in nature, especially on a nice sunny day. Stuck in there. There it goes. Okay. Sorry about that. Sometimes you gotta stand up. Which this kayak is super stable, so I don't have any issues standing up in here. Extremely stable. Here come some ducks. Yeah, especially in the summertime, I'll go out on the river from sun up to sundown, you know, and I'll see all. Last year I was kayaking on that river and I saw a baby deer drinking by the water's edge, and I got up right next to it, and it just, it pretty much had no situational awareness or whatever, because it did not get scared. And then usually every time I go to the river in the summertime, I'll see a bald eagle or something flying about. So there's a lot of wildlife down there and stuff. It's just nice being out in the sun or out on the water. So even though I don't catch anything, it's still nice to be out there. But I usually catch something, especially on that river. It's full of cool looking species like the Ozark bass and nice smallmouths, spotted bass, largemouth bass. Even some trout in that river too. There's all kinds of species on that river. Gotta love it. We're almost done with this thing. Another 10 more casts or so, we'll have to load her back up. My kill switching, I guess. Must have been a sunfish. My line most certainly jumped. Just waiting for that big bass to grab a hold of it. And one of these times I launched my bait up into the bank. It's like really windy right here for some reason. I don't know why. There's that bucket old Steve was talking about the other day. Still sitting there. Jumbo. Oh, pickles. I guess that bucket housed a bunch of pickles, I guess, huh? Maybe I'll grab it on my way out or something later on. I'll grab that bucket. I need a good bucket to, do a video with, maybe. I like to see how the new Senkos fall compared to the old school Senkos before the company got sold. Just curious to see if it's the same action. I know they're a little bit cheaper now, which is nice, but would you pay the extra cost to keep the same action? Go ahead and load her up. Load her back up the water here. I went fishing yesterday and caught 3 catfish. Outstanding. Congratulations. Outside with Matthew Ward. Hey Matt, thanks for coming in. Hey, you back in here today, huh? Is that I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, so I'm not even gonna try, but thanks for coming in. I'm sure I butcher a lot of people's names in here. I don't mean to. I don't mean any disrespect or anything. Sometimes I just don't know how to pronounce people's names. There he is. What's up, Chaos? How's your day going? Just got back from that camping trip today. Nice. How'd it go? You have a good time? Whoops. Almost a traffic accident. It's funny, that's how I can tell how old somebody is how if they bend their head or not, what generation they are. I know the younger fellers don't like to bend their hat, but my generation, that's all we did was, in baseball and everything else, we would bend our hats. I do that to this day still. That's a beautiful mallard duck. I don't know what he's doing, it's like he's just chilling. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We went on like 8-hour canoe trip yesterday. Outstanding. Yeah, around here in the summertime, we head down to the rivers and camp overnight, and then get up and get on the river and float down for however many hours and just drink a lot of water. You know what I'm saying? You drink a lot of water on the river. The good stuff. The water tastes funny, but it's good. It has suds on the top of it too. It's kind of yeah, the good water. The water that's mixed with hops and barley and wheat. You got a trolling motor? Yep, I got a motor right here. It's actually, it came with the kayak. It's actually built just for the kayak, so, which is nice. It's good for fighting the current or the wind. What I like to do, I like to either float down with the current and motor back, especially my battery's fully charged. If I know it's charged, I'll float down and I have enough power to get back. But just in case, I like to motor up against the current and then float back the rest of the day. That way, if something were to happen with my motor or my battery, I don't have to paddle against the wind. I can just float back. So, dang night. Oh, you're talking now. Ooh, man, my stomach bubbling. I think I'm scaring this duck. I don't mean to. Oh, what's that duck having? Oh, that duck's. Oh. Uh-oh. Let's not talk about what that duck's doing. Hang on a second. Oh, I don't like what that duck's doing. Let's go say hello to it. The duck's doing nefarious things over there. I don't like it. Anyway, it's that time of the year, I guess, for all the animals to be doing certain things. Man, I might have to call it a day. I don't know. We're gonna keep fishing though, I think. Oh man. All right, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. I gotta take care of something. Thanks for coming in. I'll check you guys the next one. Sorry. See you later, guys.